Hello, Backgammon fans. Whoa. Bill Riles, Tar Mendocino, Ace Point Backgammon, broadcasting from Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. This is the Oasis 2023 International Cup Backgammon Tournament. We're at round 10 of the Swiss format. There are 4 gentlemen left with 1 loss. There are 12 left with 2 losses. Everyone else has been eliminated from the championship possibility. So we have a great match. 2 of the 1-loss players here on Stream 1 on the Galaxy YouTube channel. And that is Kat Bakur, Romanian, living in London. He has dual citizenship. And Stefan Nunez from the United States, originally from Russia, but a U.S. citizen now. And it's going to be a good match. I don't think we've seen Stefan on the streams yet. Kat played earlier this afternoon on the stream. I beat Jeff Hall from the UK. So anyway, both are accomplished players. Quite a accomplished resume of performance, wins in various tournaments and locales. I know when Stefan started playing in the States, he was living in Seattle, still does for that matter, and he his first 3 tournaments he played in was the ABT tournament that used to be in Seattle, and he played first 3 tournaments he ever played were 3 successive Seattle tournaments over a 3-year period, and he won all 3 of them. So, he's got to be the only person ever to win his first 3 ABT tournaments. But, both these guys, they're great players. I don't think either are necessarily the elite technical type players like a Mochi or a Michi or a Victor or someone like that. But they are, old school, good players. They play by feel, perhaps, as much as they do by bot study, if you will, or something. But and I know Stefan much better than I know Kat. I know Kat to some extent. Only thing Stefan knows how to do is win. He's he's a performer, and he's going to grind it out to the last instant. And hang on, let me turn. You're on stream. Okay. So anyway, and then just for y'all's information, over on Stream 2, we've got a very good match. Now, these guys have 2 losses each, but it's going to be Sebastian Wilkinson from the UK and Platon Serliagos, who is a Greek living in London. So I presume those guys have likely played before and know each other. That'll be a good match. Phil Simborg is going to be calling that over on Stream 2, the Ace Point YouTube channel. So, great match over there. So, tune into that. Again, might garner a UK audience over there with 2 UK players. And that is, in effect, an elimination match. Those guys each have 2 losses, so the loser is out of the competition. This match, these guys each have 1 loss, so although they'd both like to win, they're not. The loser is not eliminated. So, there's intensity and pressure in both, but certainly by the other match over there, that's an elimination match. So, maybe a little more pressure for them. So, anyway, this will be the last match tonight, and really the last match that we will stream until the final tomorrow afternoon. Later tonight, after these matches, we've got to break all the equipment down, pack it up to some degree, and then take a good measure of it to the Burj Khalifa late morning, early afternoon, and set it up to stream the final down. The two finals, actually. They're going to have the intermediate final and the championship, or what they call here, Masters final, at the Burj Khalifa. So that's going to be exciting. We're looking forward to that. Playing on the 123rd floor of the tallest building in the world. The views are absolutely incredible. Ideally, the Masters final is going to be played during sunset. And so anyway, here we go. Kat Bakur, Stefan Nunez. Both are still in the hunt after this match, but certainly the winner will have a distinct advantage over the loser. So here we go. Okay, set of 5. So Kat has got to decide how he's going to play this. Now, he can take the checker on the 20 to his own 5, which he does, bring one down to the 8. Now, he's heavy on 6 and 8, but, and there's a nice set of aces. He's glad he left town there, but still yet he's got one guy behind a 4 prime. So, Stefan in a pretty dominating position, and then Kat rolls a 3-6 to escape. Now, Stefan needs to perform by hitting this spare out here, this loose checker, and he does. I'm going to play that, and I'm going to play 7-6. Then I've got a number of builders working on, an increased number of builders working on that 4-point. Okay, they're moving around the clock and the doubling cube more to their liking. Doesn't matter to us as streamers as long as we're still in the frame, and we are. There's a 2 cube from Stefan, double take. Both played appropriately. Set of deuces makes the 4-point, and Kat is 1 pip removed from that. 6-5. So it's going to be, it's kind of tricky here. Well, not as tricky as it was with that set of boxes. Now, does he make the ace? Does he come down to the mid? The ones on the 18 are frozen, of course, and he makes the ace, takes the 5-point board, hoping for a dance here, and then gives him a little freedom to clear those 2 back points. So, see how he chooses to do this. 5-4. He's going to bring down the 2 builders in hopes of closing out that 3-point. I might have been tempted to clear the 18. There, boom. I would have done much better than Stefan did had I cleared the 18. Trip?
Yeah.
You hurt yourself? Okay, so anyway, such are the, and of course there we can see 2 somewhat seemingly innocuous choices that he could make there, and he gets hit. Now the question is, he can hit it, but he's got 2 blots in his home board, so isn't very attractive in its own right. So, there may be quite a penalty to pay. He might, by virtue of hitting, guarantee himself getting gammoned here if Stefan was to pick up one or both of those remaining blots in Kat's home board. So these are the kinds of tough decisions that one has to make. And again, look at it. I mean, Kat could hit him, but he's got 2 blots in his home board. And also, if he doesn't hit him, just refresh it. So he's going to be attacked with all of those shooters if he doesn't hit. So, 12% of the time he doesn't come in, and in fact he didn't get hit. Okay. That's correct, Neil Kazaros. They're playing with effectively a minute and a half per point, and it's rounded up. Seems as though most people are very today comfortable with that, happy with that. I haven't heard any complaints. In fact, most of them like it. Okay, Stefan rolled a nice set of fives. So it's kind of interesting. Cat had took the big play of hitting with that 3-6 with 2 blots in his home board. Didn't get hit, but then Stefan rolled a set of fives, and here we are. So, but at least he little chance that he's going to get gammoned here, so it's only going to cost him 2. They're right. How close are their times? 12:23. What's it? 13:27. When they moved the clock from one end to the other, so that in effect swapped the time from Cat to Stefan.
Okay. Well.
Good observation. Sayusardal, whatever that is. They were both party to that, so and we don't. Well, we could stop it and go back, but I don't think I'd have to go back. Look, I don't think the time differential was that significant, but good observation.
Thank you. Never noticed.
Yeah. I thought Ray had said he was coming back and going to join me, but I don't see Ray. But the air ball doesn't hurt him. He had a pretty significant advantage there. Now, this was, somewhat, it wasn't a whole lot of difficult decisions. Stefan got a nice cube, nicely timed cube in. But you can see 0.06 and 0.65.
Players are distracted. You can exchange the other lobby for the social argument.
Okay, so 2 points for Mr. Nunez. And it's funny, I know Neil's, obviously, Jeff's in the hall. Jeff Hall is in the room. Neil Kazaros is in the room. I was telling them earlier, Neil, and I suspect you remember this. I think Stefan won the first 3 ABT events he ever entered. He lived in and only played in the Seattle event, which was at in the ABT at that time. And it's the only event Stefan played in. He lived there. And he won 3 years in a row. His first 3 tournaments, he won the championship. So it's probably a record that'll never be touched. Now, certainly, I was telling some people earlier, and even prefacing in this this match early here, and I'll repeat again for those who've joined us a little later. And I'm not as familiar with Cat's game. He's originally from Romania, lives in London now. His dual citizen. He's been in the UK like 15 years, but he's plays rather with pace, I would say. So kind of a little bit faster player. I don't know. I take it that I don't know for sure, but I suspect he's not the real technical student like a Mochi or a Michi or a Victor or a Neil. Stefan, I know, is not that type of student. I wouldn't call him an elite player, but I'd call him certainly a very good player. And you know, he is one tough cookie to play against. The only thing he knows how to do is win. And he wins a lot. Yeah, Ray's gone missing. So Jeff, if you're nearby, come on down. Or you could join me, or you could join Phil. He's got a UK match going on stream too. Sebastian and Serliagos. Okay. Larry Stevens, Dallas, Texas, is in the house. Bill Finneran, yeah, his recollection is one time Stefan's match record in the ABT was 35-5. So quite the auspicious beginning in the ABT back about 18, 19, 20 years ago.
.26 is good.
What's good?
PR.
Yeah, their PRs are off the chart. Small sample so far, but okay. So he got a 4 to play. I suspect he plays down to the 9, huh? It could come out to the 16 and have two shooters at that checker on the 10 should, I think you definitely play the 9 at 2. I mean, Cat's a favorite to come in, and there he does. And Stefan's got that big, that big pip count edge here. But Cat's got that 20-point anchor, so it might defer any cube action by Stefan. Although if he picks up this second checker, maybe even the threat of this second checker, I might seduce Stefan into sending a cube on this. Sends it, takes it. No double take, thin though, so might even be a double at a higher ply. Picks up what would be the 5th checker back. So now he's going to be focusing on that 2-point. Okay. 6 is... Cat needs to stop dancing. 3 and a 2. Lose 3 in the air. Right, and bumped his PR all the way up to 0.94, Neil. So, but it was apparently slightly early. Switch. Puts the third one back up.
Players without an opponent in the master division kindly start their clock. And an intermediate, you can start their clock.
Okay, Stefan, just looking at diversification of builders. Like to make the the 4-point next if he could. There's an ace-4, brings 2 of them in and hitting it in the process. But he's still got 1 in the air. Stefan will attack if possible. Not possible. What it is. I was looking at the 2 on the 11 and missed the 1 on the 10. So he does attack. Five, 4, nice shake. Sends yet another back. Has potential of making a second anchor should he wish. Here's Stefan hit again, or goes out and makes the 14, Tara suggests. And XG agrees with her, but he there went the PR a little bit. I mean, from under 1. From under 1, there's hardly anywhere to go but up. Okay, that hits the checker on the 11 up there if he wants to. He's outboarded significantly, but oh, that's the other way. I'm sorry, I was thinking cat's roll. I apologize. Okay, well, there's double 6 will move some freight, do some damage. So he goes around to the 9, which gives him, what's that, 2, 4, and 5 is blocked. 6 escapes.
Oh, I mean 9. Yeah.
What? That was the 5, huh?
Yeah. So you make
Well, you're saying about coming out or making the 9. Well, he wants to do a little construction in his home board before he takes the hit.
anyway.
Now. Okay, set of deuces. Questions. That, and I guess bring one down to the 11, then you can clear the mid with doublets easily.
One spot available in the lake of Bonanza. One spot available. We will close it in 5 minutes. One spot available.
Okay, Slatton. He'd like to have that 5-point board. Well, I guess he's going to have to lift it. He wanted the 4-point or 5-point board, but the dice just didn't allow him to hang around to do it. Oh, okay. Okay, so he's going to take the opportunity to run while the running's good with a blot and okay, sit with Phil if you want. That's a Brit match.
Yeah. I'm gonna go play him in Super Jackpot, but I wanted to come over and sit down and see what's going on here. Stepan's up. What round is this?
Round 10. These are both one-loss players.
Okay.
So neither one is eliminated by loss, but of course the winner will be in a lot stronger position. There were 4 one-loss players going into this round.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So the winner will be one of 2 one-loss players.
Well, I can tell you, out of the 4 guys with 1 loss, the guy with the biggest heart, and it's not close, is Stepan. Just my opinion, but I've never met anybody in Backgammon that's a tougher competitor than him. He's always in it.
Okay.
Oh.
You might check, making sure Bill and Jeff turn his mic.
I wanted to say,
One more spot in the mega Bonanza. One more spot.
well, Stepan's pretty big favorite in this game. 85, something like that. He's got to leave a shot, get hit, and then lose. That's going to be hard. It's easy enough to leave the shot.
Leave
and
a
get
shot,
hit.
get hit. Well,
That's not the
pretty
way.
much solves that problem.
Yep, we won't. It'll be a late shot. Not going to be able to stick around for it.
Keeps it even, so well, you couldn't take one off either way, but you want to keep it even so you're not vulnerable to a
Yeah,
big
just
set.
that's eliminating one way of losing. It's not leaving a shot. So he can rip a couple checkers here.
And by the same token,
Guarantee the
in this case, at least XG wants you just to take them, clear the 6.
Oh, he does. Okay. Can't be all that much better. 0.25 better than taking a couple off. Okay.
So it looks like he will beat the G, but Stefan's going to have a 4-0 lead here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I played recently a match with Stepan, and I think he played 1.8.
oh, really?
Yeah, he's capable of playing really well.
He can put up some numbers.
I don't know. At 10 o'clock, the super jackpot's supposed to
Yeah.
start.
Glancing next door here, Platon Serliagos is leading Sebastian Wilkinson 5-0 tonight. And that is actually, those guys have 2 losses, so the loser is out.
I can tell you that Sebastian's a huge favorite in that match. But
Yeah,
he's down
Sebastian's-
5-0, and
Sebastian's a great player, but
Looks like he's gonna be fine on this 2-cube.
yeah, he's fixing to pick up a couple of points on the 2 cube. In fact, could be 4 points. There's one on the bar. Okay, Stefan moving a lot of freight, but
that's a blitz position Stepan has now. And the other guy's got this is a priming versus a blitz.
okay, there it goes. Double and take. Good play by both. Nice shake to make the
That
bar.
was a beautiful shake.
Stefan is looking for a set of aces, preferably.
I wouldn't have hated it if he let that go. I'm pretty sure it was a pretty big blunder, but this is really not the kind of game you want to be playing with all those spares.
Well,
and
especially
stacks.
with a 4-point lead, you know, you don't want to necessarily
Yeah.
give it all back in one.
I mean, because now, well, you know, if he made the bar, I was pretty much failed.
Did you
Was it a
step
big
up
take?
here with the 3? XG says yes. We'll see what Stefan
Well,
does.
like Mochi's seminar, you split against the prime. You know, you can't just sit back there because you get primed. So, you know, he's got the least amount of ammo right now. So you come up there and fight, try to get an advanced anchor. That's the only way you can consummate your racing advantage.
Whether the I don't think he wants to bury that.
No, but he doesn't want to give him this would be a lot less numbers to anchor, and he does, you know, he wouldn't mind switching over to a blitz. See, this would made it easy on Stepan, and he got that anchor easier there. Put the other guy up. You know, these games break on, you know, you found on a 2-point board once, and, you know, you're going to Gammon City. On the bullet train to Gammon City. All right, see Stepan, he's still firing though. 3-6. Don't you just know? See, there I said, when you fan on a 2-point board, then things can mess
That's
up.
not a good omen.
Oh, look at this.
That
Is any
four.
good?
Look out.
Double fours.
Look out.
How did Stepan get to here? 2-6 from the bar, no good. Oh, well, Stepan will never be re-whipping at this score. He's going to always be too good. He can make the anchor. Maybe he's supposed to, he might be supposed to pound him.
Hey, he's
Off
supposed
the
to
ace.
pound him.
Off the ace point. Oh, and I didn't look at that.
Look out, though. Look
Oh,
out.
but this double fives would have been even better if he'd have been on the roof.
Yeah.
Now, that's a swing of fortune. When you make the wrong play and you gain on account of it. And he
Okay.
doesn't want to give up his anchor for anything now with all that avalanche of builders over there. He just wants to, you know, he figures, you know what they call online? They call them double fives. That's his nickname. He told me that. I guess he won a lot of money playing online. I don't know. They're still trying to fill up that thing, but I think it was supposed to start.
Yeah, they were supposed to start in each time.
Anyway, if Stepan, double fives wouldn't be too good now. Oh, he got one guy out. All right.
Does nothing.
Well,
Well, he was aware this could happen, but he chose to break that anchor while your opponent's on the roof, and that's about all you can do. In these kind of situations, you pick a time to escape from Alcatraz. It may not work.
jailbreak.
Yeah, the sharks might be out there.
Okay, so Cat's got a good opportunity to
Look at this.
look at this.
And
Hits
makes the
and
five
makes
prime.
the 8.5 prime. Cat's got a very good possibility of evening this matchup here.
Yeah, Stepan should be able to anchor. Maybe. Double fours.
Forget that.
I think I'd be tempted to make the 3-point hit loose on the 2-point. He's got one left. Okay, he made the 2-point hit loose on the ace point. And that eliminates any anchor possibilities.
2-6 from the bar.
Like your play, right?
Three, four. Probably going to get pointed on again here. There
Yeah.
it is.
This is not the right way to do it. He should have made the 3-point. I
I
think.
thought
He's
so.
looking back.
He's looking back. Said, "Wait a minute. Let's not be quite so rash in judgment here."
Although in this particular position, it doesn't make that big of a difference, but it'd actually be easier to clear the 3 gap. But Stepan can't possibly hope if he comes in and hits and the guy fans and he anchors, then he's still got 3 guys that's got to escape a 5 prime. So that's next closest thing to impossible.
Well, this one's probably going to leave a mark.
Yeah, I don't. Did you look at the cube decision? Was it a big take? I mean, he took it pretty fast.
I didn't pay that much attention.
With a lead like that, that was the kind of position I would least want to take. Because he didn't even have the midpoint. He had 5 or 6 checkers stacked on the 8, 3 guys on the 5. That was the ultimate blitz position, according from Mochi's seminar. And the other guy could close the bar with 1/3 of his numbers or 1/4 of his numbers. Let's see. If we get a look at Stepan's PR, we'll know. But I'm sure that was a comfortable take. He wouldn't have just snapped it up like that. But there's definitely some kind of games I don't want to be playing when I have a lead.
No, not at all.
Plus, the other thing is you're sending a message. When you start passing that, the guy goes, "Oh, that was a take," and he passed it. I'll give him an early cube next time. Now you get some gifts. There's some fruits to that kind of stuff. Plus, the other fruit is you didn't have to play this piece of crap game with all those, after he must have rolled more than one set the double 5s at the beginning. But when he broke his anchor, he was threatening to win if Cat hadn't rolled a good number there and send him back to Gammon City.
Well, it's going to be extremely difficult, if at all possible, to beat the G and
wow, I would
throws
not,
in the towel.
I would not have conceded a Gammon yet. It's free to roll, and it don't take much energy. Let's fire.
Doesn't take much energy, doesn't necessarily require you to use any clock. It's just...
That was sporting, Stepan. We got to give you that.
Okay, 4 all.
Excuse me, Bill, I got to ask somebody.
Okay. Ray's going to be playing in the Super Bonanza here shortly. Okay.
Tonight, we will play only 1 round from the Bonanza.
Okay, while this game's taking shape here, let me digress for one moment. Now, these will be the Stream 1 and Stream 2 match going on right now will be the last matches we stream until the finals, intermediate and masters in the Burj Khalifa late tomorrow afternoon, early tomorrow evening. So we have to break everything down tonight and take it to the Burj Khalifa. So take it to the room, divide it up, and then late morning, early afternoon, we take it to the Burj Khalifa tomorrow. So we look forward to that, but going to be some silent time for everyone in relation to these next few rounds of the Swiss format, but the winner of each. Yeah, as soon as we'll keep everyone updated during the day tomorrow to best projection of where we're standing in the standings and when those matches might be streamed. They're to be played. We only have one stream down there, so ideally we'll play the intermediate final and then the championship, or what they here is called Masters final. The fly in the ointment is, of course, this is a Swiss format, so there's the potential that each one of those finals could be a couple of matches rather than a single match. So we'll just have to see how the rest of the rounds pan out. You know, again, it's kind of funny. I mean, this is a great, Swiss is a great format. This FTBG system is a great system. Taking the final on the road is tricky. And, you know, and even during the tournament itself, it's been kind of interesting. You know, the pairings aren't, once the, say in round 8, as an example, when the last match is finished and entered into the database system, they push a button and that draws the next round's pairings, and texts go out automatically to all the players. And Bill and Tara are scurrying quickly to see the pairings. Same time all the players see the pairings. So select 2 matches that we want to stream and to catch those players before they start their matches. So it's kind of a chaotic few minutes there as we try to start streams on the beginning of each round. And graphics, she's got to update the graphics. As again, the players are only defined, you know, upon that draw. So and Justin got to get the transcription set up and all. So it's a lot to do. Like I said, that this FTBG system is extremely user friendly, I guess you would say, or user efficient with respect to the players and receiving match and bracket updates on their phones. But it's tough on the streamers. Okay, so this is interesting. I don't think Cats doesn't have a double. Be an easy take. This is going to be difficult to clear. Stefan's probably got 1 roll, maybe 2 roll. He can 2 rolls he can absorb going into his home board before he's forced to flee up there. So perhaps he's he's down 22 pips, but that 22 pips might provide some pretty good timing as it relates to this. Now it's a no double big take according to XG. Stefan appropriately takes it, whatever. Oh, wow. And you know, it was funny, when Ray was sitting there a little bit ago, we'd glanced over and Sebastian was trailing 5-0, and Ray said, well, he might be down 5-0, but he's a tough cookie. He's probably going to win that match. I glanced over just now to give you all an update, and it's Sebastian 5, Playtime Serliagos 5. So Maybe Ray knew. Okay. Yeah, Stefan got the timing to wait another roll so that Cat's got to clear that point. Oh, there's the shot. Might be another shot if he misses this one. Boom. So he just he'll just cash this. He's gonna roll on. There's no it rates it as too good, but yeah, there's no downside on that roll. There is downside on the next roll. Yeah, so there's the redouble pass. There you go. Marginally thin, but still yet. Now, just for y'all's information, some people will be interested. Tara and I are kind of dreading it a little bit. Somebody asked this afternoon, when's y'all's next gig? Well, very soon. We fly home to Houston on a direct flight on Tuesday, 16 hours. We're on the ground for 16 hours, and then we fly to Vegas to stream Rory's tournament out there. So no rest for the weary, but no rest for the wicked nor the weary, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, we love what we do. Rory's always been most supportive of streaming in general and us in particular. So we didn't want to leave him hanging when we took this Dubai gig. So that's the resultant schedule. There's the 2 cube. Double take. Yeah, Dubai, it's changed their schedule. Then Rory changed his schedule. Dubai had to change their schedule again so as not to overlap with Rory's new schedule. So it was tricky moving around. Now that was, and I guess I can see it. It was an interesting, it's fairly good sized take, and Cat correctly took it, but you know, it had a lot of downside risk in it as well. Okay, 2 down, huh? Well, maybe, yeah, it's 2 down. He could hit, but that'd be a pretty substantial error by XG's evaluation. 2-5, he can make the deuce. Oh, he hit. He did. Certainly, I initially overlooked that, but the obvious play to a 4-point board over there. Now this could get exciting. I don't think he's quite there, but huh?
0-0-3.
That's probably within the round off, huh? You want to turn your mic on and talk? I guess Ray found his match or something. They got the super, what they call it? Super Bonanza started, so now, if all of y'all, if you want to follow the brackets and the results and records and this, that, and the other, you can go to the description right under the screen here. It gives all the links to the brackets, the brochure, the website, so forth. Super Bonanza. But, you know, you can go to ftbgsystem.com and find all of the links there too. That's right, Mr. Horton. This iteration, and probably for future iterations, Las Vegas has moved to September, and it won't be moving back to November for sure, because he moved from November twofold. One, he was always competing with Arda, but secondly, and more importantly, perhaps, his normal November date is the date of the new F1 race in Las Vegas, and Las Vegas has a 10-year contract on F1, so Rory will not be moving back to November. Formula One, F1, Formula One. So, but now Rory's up against this tournament, which is going to be, Patrick has grand plans for it to be even larger next year, and he's told me there's going to be, at least $100,000 added next year here. So pay attention. It's really, it's not hard to fly here from the States. Emirates Airlines flies direct daily from 13 U.S. cities, and it's a wonderful experience. Yeah, I haven't looked on the schedule time. It's still in April, I think, in the spring. Yeah. So you can go to chicagopoint.com calendar and check all of the announced dates. Okay. Ooh, there's the fly shot hit. Stefan was down pretty significantly in the count, but then he hits with a 7. Look at those PRs, 340, 339. Doesn't get much closer than that. And make the 4-point. Well, we'll see you there, Neil. We get in Wednesday night, I guess. I'll be setting up early Thursday and ready to stream by Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. Assuming we're what? Awake? Okay. Well, it's a 16-hour flight home, so I'm planning on sleeping about 14 hours on it. Isn't that right, Irene? It just seems like there's more and more great tournaments around the world. Our bucket list is extensive. We're really excited about the Swedish Open next year, which is the WBGF World Team Championship and World Individual Championship, and of course the Swedish Open itself in conjunction with that. Jorgen Granstedt is running that, organizer, and whatever you. Arda Findikaglu is the director, and we've got that marked on the calendar. And we've got to get Mark Olsen working on his dates for next year. I don't know that the World Championship dates have been finalized because they have the complication of the Paris Olympics next year, and it's going to cause some problems with airfares and air schedules and what have you. So we'll see what shakes out with that. Okay. So both of them, each of them need a 6. Who gets a 6 first? And the thing is, Stefan, has no downside if he doesn't get a 6, and Cat does have downside if he doesn't get a 6. You haven't played yet? I'm not sure. Oh, there's the 6. Look out. Double 6s, 6-1 to return. That's right. 2025 WBGF World Team will be in Greece. Irene says, what, Moore Beach? Is that the name of a place, or is that just as in beach? That was something wasn't a take, Ray. Yeah, Neil, that's going to be good, and it's good to see that you're talking about going. I know that I was in conversation a couple of weeks ago with Victor, and he's planning on going and hoping to draft people like yourself and O'Hagan and Matt and whomever. So we'll see.
San Antonio tournament.
Yeah, we're going to have and Cat,
Lots of
I don't know, I guess, yeah, he's too good for the moment. There's no downside, so you can see if he, aren't many G's out there probably, but he, no harm in rolling on and seeing if he can find a cheap one. Like Tara was saying, I don't know if y'all could overhear her here, the, that we're going to have quite a Swedish section in our tournament in San Antonio next year. You know, Jesper, of course, is always on our staff. We've added a couple of people to the staff this year. An assistant to Jesper will be Jason Grandstadt, Swedish, and of course that is Jorgen and Liz's son, who are coming with him. And so that'll be neat. And Thomas Tinlin from Sweden is coming to San Antonio. So we've got, yeah, I mean, it's, and we hope to pick up a number of other Europeans. We've got a couple of them confirmed already. So should be interesting. We're planning on that tournament being larger and better than it was last year. So look at here, Crawford, 3 away. And looking across, Surliagos is up, Crawford 5 away on the...
We are 31 players. We are starting to draw now, and it will be on the screen.
That's going to be brutal to try to get that completed. 31? I heard 51, but I think you're right. It was 31. They're starting this mega bonanza. I have to think of the word. The word that we use in the States is not allowed to be used over here. So it's a mega bonanza rather than that JP word we use in the States.
God forbid the SJP.
All right, yeah, God forbid the SJP word. So anyway, they're starting that. Here it is, 10:30 on Saturday night with a field of 31 playing 11 pointers. So that's going to be interesting getting that completed. So, you know, and some other events still going on as well. So we shall see. I'm going to be content to be transporting and setting up at the Burj Khalifa and streaming and commenting on that event. And I'll leave all of the directorial and schedule complications to Patrick and the boys here at the Hyatt Regency. It's kind of interesting. We're doing the commentary and streaming, of course, here all week, and we'll do it at the Burj Khalifa tomorrow. We were here a week early. We had a meeting at the Burj Khalifa Friday of last week with Patrick to, you know, go over the plans, look at the venue, and everything. And then it was funny, Phil is over here and was wanting to do some commentary, and he came up to me yesterday and said, I talked to Patrick. He wanted to see if you could fit me into the team. for the commentary and everything. And I said, well, I can fit you into the team, but your problem's going to be Patrick getting you into the building, because it's interesting for access into the Burj Khalifa for this sort of an event. You have to have clearance and authorization, and Patrick, because of the lateness of that, he couldn't get Phil authorized. So hopefully it'll change, but it is the weekend, so I don't know that the bureaucracy will allow that to happen, but we will see. Okay. So what does he do here? They're wanting him to hit 2-1, but he wants the anchor. Stefan needs an anchor of his own to hopefully for him, from his perspective, extend this game. There's an anchor. Okay. Uh-oh. Look at here. Set of sixes. And do you take them all the way around to the 9? I think so. That blocks sixes for Stefan. You could go to the bar, but then that's a little harder to clear the 15 point over here.
The board, check your table number,
So,
check your opponent, and start please your matches. The matches are 11 points, 22 minutes with 12 seconds. Only one round will be played tonight.
wow, that makes it even worse. They're making.
Only one round
You can
will be
make.
played
You can hear announcements going on around us. Perhaps only one round in that. What's it called? Super Bonanza, Mega Bonanza tonight. So it'll go into Sunday with a bracket of 16. Neil says the 5 prime is very clear, which blocks the double 6 going the other way. So
requested to check the table number and sit to start the match. Clocks are 22 minutes plus 12 seconds. 11 points.
Any WBF?
Good luck to everyone.
Is right here? Bill,
I'm sorry.
is there any WBF reports here? Being forfeited. I was told there were no more matches.
No, I mean you could have Patrick call a committee together, which was done yesterday.
My opponent is willing to play. I'm being forfeited. I was told there were no more matches.
Yeah, what event is that in? Yeah, I would go to Patrick and request a committee. So, okay. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so Stefan, sorry for the distraction. We have this disgruntled player. Some reason they always come to Bill. Bill, for whatever, for streaming questions, comments, suggestions, commentary questions, tournament questions, they always come to me, and I just tell them, hey, not my tournament.
Only for after finishing the first round from the leader.
Okay, so Stefan's in dire straits here. He's got some limited potential of getting a shot, and then he has to hit it. Less potential of getting a shot. It's going to be kind of a little bit of a disappointing loss for Stefan, although he's not eliminated. Now he's odd on the back again, so he's got some potential. But Stefan playing a beautiful match at 337, and looks like he's going to drop it.
Players from the Mega are requested to start immediately their matches.
Cat played a good match and
Players who don't have an opponent
has a little luck on his side, so it's
you wait for our signal.
okay. It kind of comes down to the next shake right here. But again, there's the shot. And he has to move something else. So he has, if he were to hit it, he does have an opportunity to perhaps go fishing for a second checker here too. So certainly he's just going to leave that ace out on the board. Needs an ace to
For
keep.
the Mega, all the clubs will be distributed accordingly.
He's shaking it hard and heavy, waiting to hear the sound of that one in there. What's a one sound like, Stefan? It doesn't. Okay, now he's got to count on a set of aces from Cat, so it's getting what's that? 3%, and then he's 30%. It's about a 1% deal here.
All players
That ain't it. Congratulations to Cat Bakur.
players with
And,
How many losses left?
Yeah, that they each had one loss, so Stefan only has two now. So he's still alive. Cat will be one of two guys with one loss. Glancing across, it's still
we will be starting
8.
11 from the master category. For those
What
players
time?
who are still playing in the Mega,
Okay, Tar switches our two up so we can
continue their match and then move to the
see that
11.
Sebastian's in bad shape here. Crawford game 4 back behind a 6 prime, but Surliagos. I thought it was Surliagos, but apparently it's Surliagos. But he's got to clear this 6 prime in front of Sebastian's
And if I roll a 6, I don't need a
4 checkers on the 3-point, and then even were Sebastian to be able to get a shot and hit it here, he has a crunched board, so it would be difficult to
but before those cubes,
contain and win. There he has to break the 8 rather than the 9. And like Bill always says, where there's a gap, there's hope. Thank you, Kissy Suzuki.
so I wanted to
We try hard.
I was too scared. I said,
So, Tara and I'll be signing off and starting to break down here soon, break down the equipment. So we're done with streaming except for our engagement at the
then I don't know how.
Burj Khalifa tomorrow late afternoon into the evening,
Yeah, thank you.
which is not a trivial exercise. Yeah. So Surliagos has still got a little bit of work to do to clear this, but I'd take his position over Sebastian's. Like he contemplated just leaving the shot now, but decided to play on. Now this could be a double shot, could be a double roll. So we're in dire straits now if we're Sebastian, and it's getting more dire all the time. Okay, he still hadn't taken any off though, although finally Sebastian can free a checker. Boom, that's curtains. So congratulations to Platon Surliagos. He's still alive in the tournament, and Sebastian is what we call history. So Sebastian is qualified for the last chance. It starts at noon tomorrow. So they're going to be, what'd we say? Be sure and report. Report your win to the desk. Report your win to the desk. No, it was 5.5 or something. I think 5.5, something like that. Yeah, Sebastian was 3.5. Huh? Sir, Bakura won over here. Cat Bakura won. Now those guys only had one loss, so Stefan's not eliminated. Yeah, so Sebastian's out.
One giant that was still blind, but he's got 2 losses.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be shutting these streams down. We don't know for sure. Late afternoon, we'll be posting. Ideally around 5, but so anyway, I'm gone, folks. Thank you, Billy. So we'll see y'all tomorrow afternoon late. Again, ideally 5-ish here, which would be what's that? 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. So get some good rest tonight and join us for some good matches tomorrow. So good night. Bye-bye.